Season's greetings, everyone. I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince, and welcome to part 5 of my 2017 Christmas Marathon on Mustang Prince Orro Reports. Yeah, sorry that I've been on a 2-week-long hiatus. I got sick from the Santa Ana winds, and I got distracted with Christmas plans and Star Wars. Though, I wish I could blog the new movie, but unfortunately, due to my rules, I can't, because 2 reasons. One, I don't want to spoil it, and secondly, December is a time for Christmas-related movies, and sadly, Star Wars isn't Christmas-related. Well, except for the holiday special, but that's another story. Anyway, today, we'll be talking about a Christmas icon that mostly everyone knows about. But let's start with a little backstory. In 1816, a German author named E.T.A. Hoffmann wrote a story called The Nutcracker and the Mouse King. It told the story of a young girl named Marie and her Christmas toy, the Nutcracker, who comes alive, and after defeating the evil Mouse King in battle, he whisks her away to the magical kingdom populated by dolls. And in 1892, composer Peter Tchaikovsky turned the story into a classic ballet. Sadly, even though the music became so popular, Tchaikovsky deeply detested it. Anyway, over the years, like Christmas Carol and the Nativity of Jesus, the Nutcracker has been adapted many times. And other than the classic ballet, there was The Nutcracker Prince from 1990, as well as The Nutcracker and the Mouse King from 2004, and the 2010 version with Elle Fanning. Plus, several characters got to tell the Nutcracker in their own special ways, like the Care Bears, Tom and Jerry, Barbie, even Mickey Mouse and his friends. What's more, Disney's Fantasia included the Nutcracker in their second segment, which also was featured in the Symphony of Sorcery level in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. And I hear that Disney will be releasing a new Nutcracker movie next year called The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. However, the Nutcracker movie I'll be blogging today is a version that came all the way from Peru. But, is this a good adaptation of the Nutcracker? Well, let's find out. Released in Peru on June 3rd and to DVD in America on November 3rd, 2015, the movie is The Nutcracker Suite. So, let's get started. It is Christmas Eve, and the Sober House children are excited for the festivities to begin. Marie and Fritz are playing in the children's room when their godfather Drosselmeyer arrives and presents them with an early Christmas gift, a Nutcracker. Marie witnesses a great battle between a vast army of toy soldiers led by the Nutcracker against a terrible platoon of mice commanded by the Mouse King. Soon, Marie and Fritz go on an exciting journey into the Kingdom of Dolls, through the Christmas forest, past the almond milk sea, and the Palace of Marzipans. So, what are my thoughts on this movie? Well, in my opinion, this was a really enchanting version of the Nutcracker, though it's not really perfect, but let me explain in my Mustang notes. Now, firstly, let's start with the animation, and in my opinion, the animation is okay. I mean, the rendering and mechanics aren't 100% good at times, but the character designs look great. And I really like how the Kingdom of Dolls looks in this movie. The way to get there is through a portal in Marie's wardrobe, kind of like in the Narnia movie. And it's very creative with all the snow made of frosting, as well as candy canes, ice cream, and gumdrops everywhere. Also, there's a castle made of gingerbread, mountains made of chocolate, a river made of milk, and many more. Plus, I think the animation for the Nutcracker's backstory looks very interesting, with all the pop-up book flaps. Also, some parts of the movie are pretty similar to other Nutcracker adaptations, and of course, the background orchestra music is very reminiscent of the original ballet, and the battles between the toys and mice are very epic. But, unlike most versions of the Nutcracker story, this version focuses on the relationships of siblings. And I find it cool that when Marie and Fritz go into the Kingdom of Dolls, they become toys. Same goes for the Mouse King and his army. However, there are a few parts of the movie that are pretty silly in this, but I don't want to talk about them due to spoilers. Anyway, now that we're done with Mustang notes, let's move on to the characters and their voice actors. Our main character, Marie, is voiced by Alicia Silverstone, whom I remember from Batman and Robin, and Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. In my opinion, Marie is a sweet, innocent young girl, and she's really brave when she throws her slipper at the Mouse King in order to defend the Nutcracker, and when she runs off to save her brother when she finds out that the mice have taken him prisoner. I also like the parts where she and Fritz work together to face the Mouse King's army. Also, when I first watched this movie 2 years ago, I didn't even realize it was Alicia Silverstone voicing Marie, and in my opinion, her voice for Marie was very adorable. Also, I think her toy form makes her look like a female member of the Nutcracker's army. Marie's brother Fritz is voiced by Karen Strassman, who voiced Queen Nebula in the Nickelodeon dub of Winx Club. Now, in my opinion, Fritz isn't my favorite character in the movie or in any other Nutcracker adaptation due to two things. One, like most little brothers, Fritz can be really annoying at times, like when he fights with Marie and calls her Sergeant Stinkyfoot, and two, he ends up breaking the Nutcracker in one part of the movie. But, as the film progresses, Fritz does become a better character while helping Marie save the Nutcracker's kingdom from the Mouse King's army. Next we come to our titular character, the Nutcracker, aka Nathaniel, voiced by Drake Bell, who voiced Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, in the Ultimate Spider-Man TV series, and played Timmy Turner in the 3 live-action Fairly OddParents specials. In my opinion, Drake did a good job voicing the Nutcracker. He almost reminded me of the Nutcracker from the 1990 Nutcracker Prince movie. However, in this version, not only does he need to slay the Mouse King, but he needs to find an ultimate sweet to break his curse. Also, I think the Nutcracker is a very friendly, noble, brave, and heroic character. Plus, not only does he have toy soldiers in his army, but he also has marshmallow giants and jelly giants. Next up is an old clock owl, voiced by Edward Asner, who got to be in Pinocchio and the Emperor of the Night, Happily Ever After, Up, and Elf. Anyway, mostly this old owl serves as the narrator of the Nutcracker's backstory, but later on in the movie, the owl serves as a supporting character, helping Marie rescue Fritz, as well as helping fight off the Mouse King's army. Next, we come to our main villain, the Mouse King, voiced by Rick Zeef. Best known as Spike from the 2014 Tom and Jerry show. This evil mouse was created from a potion of hate and revenge created by Lady Mouserink using Princess Perlipat's crown. While this guy is a very threatening character, especially with those 6 heads on him, I gotta say that his toy form makes him look like a big metal mouse, and his extra heads look like Hydra heads. I also like that he's recruited giant trees as backup in his army. We also have Princess Marmalade, voiced by Wendy Lee. To be honest, Marmalade doesn't have a big role in this, but in my opinion, she's really beautiful and kind. And I really like the scene where she first meets Marie in her toy form, and when she joins Marie and the Nutcracker for a feast. Finally, we have Drosselmeyer, voiced by Kirk Thornton. Best known as Saïx from the Kingdom Hearts games, and he got to voice in 2 of the recent Swan Princess movies. Like most adaptations of the Nutcracker, Drosselmeyer is a kind old man who gives Marie the Nutcracker as a Christmas present. However, in this version, he gives it to both Marie and Fritz to share. And now, let's move on to my final words. Overall, the Nutcracker Suite is an enchanting version of E.T.A. Hoffman's story, and it's an entertaining movie to watch during the Christmas season. While the CGI animation isn't really perfect, it's not too bad. Also, the music does stay true to the ballet. What's more, I really like how the movie improves on the relationship with siblings, and I liked Marie and Fritz's toy forms, and lastly, the battles between the toys and mice are really epic. If you folks would like to check this movie out, then I would recommend it, but maybe not for everyone though. But it can't hurt to watch once out of curiosity. So, I give this movie a 71% out of 100. Well, that's it for today, everyone. Be sure to join me for my second to last blog this season, because next, we'll be spending Christmas with Belle and the Beast. Mustang Power.